the homes. The family demographic is completely changed
Yeah,
from
it's a whole
a
nother
decade ago.
it's a whole nother social
It,
atmosphere.
yeah. And so, and I
Yeah.
think that too, because now social media is so accessible in the hands of younger and younger people,
Mhm.
it's teaching them a way to think, and it's teaching them how to, it's incentivizing very specific behaviors. If you continue, if
Right.
you do everything that everybody else is doing, you follow the crowd, and you know, make sure that you do the dance move just like everybody else, you know, then you're incentivized, and you get likes and you get shares, and they went on this, on the social dilemma. They talked about how it creates dopamine and basically gives you a positive reinforcement psychologically for doing
Right.
that. So doggone it,
Right. It
we
gives you a little like a little euphoric feeling. It's
yeah.
so
See,
it's yeah.
I thought that doggone the Congress was, I thought they were out of touch, you know, when they first announced legislation to put limits on the use of social media. That
Right.
came up, like, you know, some years ago, and I was like, oh, let these old white folks, they
But
don't
but
know.
think about why it came up with them though. Like again, most things in this world are not bad. You know, God didn't make nothing bad.
Granted,
It's our
but they
misuse
use,
of it
yeah.
that becomes bad. So there is a value to Facebook where you can get your message out to more people. It
There's
definitely cut
value
the
there.
curve on advertising for small businesses.
There's value, but
Um,
see, but when people feel bullied,
Amen. Amen.
let's hear it.
yo, what it do? Hey,
What's up,
who
bro?
who who that was?
I'm not sure. It just says king. I'm not sure if it which king it is, but
Hey, tell them to take their video, turn their video on,
yeah,
show your
turn your
face.
video on. If you want to talk, I mean, you ain't got to, but I mean, if you want to talk, go ahead, chime on in.
For
But
sure.
yeah,
I mean, if you feel comfortable showing your face, I mean,
yeah, I mean, we
it's
know
your
it's early
face.
for a lot of folks, but yeah, no, shoot. Well, I don't forget what I was saying. Something
We're
important.
talking about social media, and it being pretty much a double-edged sword.
There you go. That's right.
Basically, you know.
Yes, is definitely got its good uses, but what I've seen, and I study patterns, and I feel like I see a lot of patterns before other folks see patterns, because I study what's happening. But what I've seen over time is these very direct and targeted censorship of very specific messages. It started off like, oh, okay, we want to curb misinformation, and we want to, keep down, false information and stuff. But then they, instead of it just being talking about falsehoods and facts, there were ideologies that they were now censoring, which didn't have anything. They weren't never necessarily a context of fact or truth or fiction, but it was just an ideology, and they were trying to silence those. And that's where I saw that pattern some time back. And now Congress got upset because
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I think that was scared.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Say what, Bo?
I think that was scared. I think they were scared for us to use our free minds that we have. So they minimize the things that you can put on Facebook and social media.
So he is absolutely correct. Let me tell you something, bro. We are, and a lot of my tone sometimes it seems very critical of Black people because I'm Black. And I'm not excluding myself out of this criticism.
Black.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is we're all ignorant to the fact that we are at war in a lot of arenas. And our ignorance makes us very, very easy pickings. You know what I'm saying? We look at news and we put a connotation on news. Like, we got good news, and then we have bad news. There's no such thing as good news or bad news.
It's just information being shared.
Right. It's just,
or rather, it's supposed to be.
Shared.
It's supposed to be, but we know that it's politicized.
Right. And taking your emotions out of it ain't an easy feat. Just when it comes to EQ, we're years behind. We're not taught really how to manage our emotions in public school.